All right, so far, loosened this screw, took this plug out, took this plug out, took that plug out, loosened this screw down here. I think that's going to get this panel off. And I also took this plug. This is what they look like. Little screwdriver, pop them out. Okay, I slid this down out of the way. Kind of got to work it down. Then I loosened up this screw. And then this one's in a real unfortunate spot. Up behind here. I'm hoping to be able to get it with a little tiny screwdriver. Or if not have to move this bracket because it's right in the way. We'll see. Alright, with a small screwdriver like this, I can kind of get it in here and pry it, and then pry that bracket forward a little bit. I don't think you need to take that out all the way. Yeah, you don't. Okay. Alright, with the top two plugs and the bottom, the screws just need to be backed out if they're slotted. That bezel just lifts out. Now it looks like there's 4 screws holding the gauge cluster in. We'll see how that goes. Okay, I ended up taking this speaker grill out. 2 pins on the top, 2 screws on the bottom. Speaker wire plug, the speaker comes with it. I'm gonna measure this up. See if I can get a nicer, my one speaker, see if I can make it nicer in here. So I take the speedometer cable off, and I just kind of snuck my hand up there and then just pulled it out of the back. It just kind of came out. I couldn't feel any connectors or nuts or anything to unscrew it. I just kind of pulled a little bit and it came out. So hopefully it was supposed to do that. We will see. But now this comes out some more and I can actually see in there. So I'm going to see if I can find that buzzer. All right, this has got to be it. It says 12 volts, 70 decibels. It's right on the back of the speedometer. This looks like a ground maybe, or the voltage. I'm just going to take this out, see what happens. Those 2 plugs just come undone from the back. The white one here, the black one here, they're keyed. Can't put them back in wrong. This is that buzzer. One wire goes here, the other wire goes here. I bet you I could just, I don't want to lose this in the future. I think I could just leave it here. Speedometer, yeah, it looks like it just pushes on. There's no threads here or anything. I'm just gonna take these screws out and just heat shrink the ends of these 2 wires so that they're not touching anything. There's just one screw here that holds this on. I just took it off to make it easy. And let's see here, I've heat shrunk the ends of both wires. Now I'm just gonna put it back on and tuck the wires out of the way. All right, screw back in. Just kind of routed these back in between the little guides. They're there. Tuck it out of the way. These are your bulb holders. So now will be a good time to fix any lights that are out. All right, let's go put it back in. All right, so we're gonna put it back in. We got the white plug, the black plug, and the speedometer cable. You can see it's just push on. This one, you just can't, it's not long enough. You kind of have to reach in there up behind it from underneath and push it on once the gauge cluster is pretty much in its home. All right, so that's back in. I got the cable back on. The way I got in was right here. Reach up behind there. This is, you can see I'm moving this now. I've got that cable on. But yeah, this is where I found the access. Not bad. Alright, gauge cluster screwed back in. If you have a magnetic screwdriver, that would be nice for these. They're kind of hard to get out. Hard to get your finger on. They're deep in there. Okay, put the speaker back in. There are 2 screws down there tightened up. And then these guys. Let's see, we gotta push those in. Ta-da! Alright, put this bezel back on. We have 2 here again. And underneath, these ones that are slotted. This guy that, if you remember, is the real pain in the butt, but we'll get it. Alright, got those in. And it's this guy here, which just gonna have to get back where it goes. And around the choke lever there. I need 2 hands, so I think, oh, maybe I don't. That sits on a slotted screw on the bottom over here. And a slotted screw on the side there, like that. So we'll do screw, button, 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 screw. All right, let's see what we can do. Normally be beeping now. We got it. Alright, no more beeping.